That's a melody. Okay. Hey. They nagging. All right, so we back in the building.
What's good?
Season finale.
Yes, sir.
And the Regulation Podcast.
Hey, we back.
Okay.
Play it again for no reason.
You play it on the one. He said, play it again for no reason.
All right, about to copyright.
All right. Hey, like LeBron in Miami.
To Miami.
To Miami.
That's what Kawhi Leonard's saying right now. All right, so what we talking about?
Man.
Hey, speak for all.
Season finale in the Regulation Podcast. We did not get in trouble by our engineer today, so it's a good day. It doesn't help that he's white, too. So
Oh, my God.
just, you know. There you go. So, I think tonight we're just kind of up here kicking it, man. Just reflecting on the first season and things that went well. And this has been fun, and we're looking forward to season 2.
Man, move that mic up or talking to it a little bit.
Can you hear me? Test?
It needs to be the mic, not the...
Now?
Yeah.
Now? Testing.
The butcher coming.
Can you hear me?
Okay.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
We still live.
We still live. We got.
Good.
All right, so season finale.
Yeah, season finale. I do want to, because sports is one of the bigger things that we talk about on a daily basis outside of this. But I do want to bring up something that we talked about earlier, just to kick it off, and that was the whole athletes and complaining and that sort of thing. And I know, Blake, you and I were the only ones that really kind of spoke on it. I think Jamal said a little bit, but that's where I'm at with it. I think just for context, so obviously LeBron made the comments about how the injuries and it's a result of the short season and he's about protecting the players and he told everybody this was going to happen, yada yada yada, whatever. And Shaq made the comment of, basically, stop complaining. It's a part of the game. We get paid a lot of money to really do nothing that really matters, and things happen. And I err on the side of what Shaq said, to be honest, just because I feel like, number one, injuries are a part of the game, and you can't predict an injury based off of a circumstance. An injury can happen at any moment, at any time, in any game, in any circumstance. So you can't necessarily point to something and blame injury on that. Two, the guys that got injured are perennial injured people anyway. Chris Paul's hurt every year. Kawhi's hurt every year. Kyrie's hurt every year. I mean, it was like these guys are always hurt. So to me, it was like, okay, I hear what LeBron's saying, and I do agree that protecting the league is important. But I just think sometimes it's like, dude, just come on. You know what I'm saying? We've had a great playoff so far. Even with the injuries that we've had, we've been able to watch some great basketball. I mean, come on. I don't think it's that big of a deal. And like Shaq said, you guys have to train for 2 hours and you get millions of dollars. I mean, I don't think everything has to be a huge social cause. I just don't.
Okay, but if they didn't get millions of dollars, would you still feel that way?
If they didn't get millions of dollars, they'd be in high school or college.
They also still get 3 months off.
Yeah, they get 3 months off to do nothing.
When did the season start?
I mean,
this year?
in this season, they got 3 months off. So typically it's longer because
When did the season start?
The finals are in June. They start back up September, October.
No, not all the teams got 3 months off.
That's what I'm about to say. The teams there's a reason why all 4 teams that made it to the bubble
are out.
Made it to the conference championships got knocked out like the first round.
Yeah.
Bro, the Phoenix Suns were 8-0.
They didn't.
But they were
done.
done.
But Chris Paul still got hurt, is my point.
No.
Chris Paul wasn't with them last year.
What team?
Yeah, what I'm saying is Chris Paul played for who last year?
Thunder.
The Thunder.
Okay.
Gold City. They were eliminated first round.
Okay. They're eliminated first round. Okay.
Okay.
So, first round starts when?
That last year?
Last year
it was
was
like
August.
August.
It was like
bro.
August.
Yeah, like August, September.
Yeah.
Wait. Before we get too deep in this, I just want to clarify: are y'all blaming LeBron's first round exit on rest?
No.
No.
Okay.
I'm blaming.
You just said there's a reason that the teams that played later are out now, and I will be damned if you try to blame that on rest.
I'm not.
That is what
I'd say the injuries contributed to them not having the the cohesion. For sure, because LeBron lost in what 5?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was out 20 games.
Let's be real. Like
He was
LeBron
out
not
20
losing. I don't
games.
care how terrible LeBron get. He's not losing in 5 games.
Not to the
Especially with
Suns.
AD.
Not to the
I don't like the Suns. The Suns are legit.
Team, though.
But he was out though. What's construction without chemistry?
And then AD missed what 2 games that series?
But what I'm saying is this: we're talking about. What I'm saying is this. Okay, did you see the injury? Okay, let's look at the injuries though. LeBron's injury in that game, that would have taken anybody out. The guy landed on his leg, and LeBron's leg almost snapped. I mean, bro, that was an injury that's going to take anyone out, and that was a basketball play. That's not for rest. That's not for cohesion. That's a freak thing that happened, and he got injured.
No, but what we're saying is
Same with AD. I mean, AD
we're saying
always had groin issues. He's always had groin issues.
But we're saying throughout the season, they didn't come. They didn't play together because one person was out at a time. LeBron missed 20 games. AD missed 20 games.
Oh, that's a part
Schroeder,
Harden
was
basketball,
out for
bro.
the Nets.
Yeah, Harden was out for the Nets. Schroeder was out for a week for COVID. Like, bro,
But I'm saying that's a part of basketball.
Right, and
Guys
and the
are-
same thing I said, and the same thing we said in the group chat. I mean, like I said, I understand LeBron trying to protect the players and make sure that they're maximizing their rest because they're doing a lot with their bodies, but at the same time, like Matt said, they're getting paid millions of dollars. Kyrie Irving missed 2 weeks for him to go find himself in the Himalayas or whatever it is he wanted to do, and that contract's guaranteed.
But you know
He's
what?
like,
Like we said
guaranteed
in the group
bread.
chat, let one of y'all miss 2 weeks of work
To go find
and
myself.
not call anybody.
Yeah, and I'll be trying to find a job
But
afterwards.
the difference is, the difference is that if you take Kyrie, you take KD, you take Harden, right? They're not the average workers on their team. They're the CEOs of their team. If you want to be honest. So Jamal, who's your CEO? You know,
JP Morgan. I don't know.
who's your CEO
My
at?
CEO is Jamie Dimon.
Jamie Dimon. Now, I know I've read stuff on Jamie Dimon. If Jamie Dimon wants to take 2 months off because his head's not right, he's going to have a job waiting for him when he comes back. Because he's the CEO, he runs the
Dimon's
team.
under salary.
You said what?
He said what?
What'd you
Jamie
say?
Dimon's under salary. That's a whole different thing.
Okay,
You know,
but-
he doesn't
Well,
have
it's
to.
the same thing.
No,
But he
it's
can-
not the same.
but
thing,
he
No, it's
can-
bro.
not because
It's not the same
every
thing.
minion's on salary at that point.
Oh, so are NBA players.
But
They're
this,
on
right.
salary.
but this is what I'm.
Right.
But this is what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
This is what I'm saying though. It's different from. I understand the analogy with Jamie Dimon, LeBron, whatever. But you can't, bro. You can't say that because LeBron is, the CEO of that team or whoever's the CEO of that team, that those other guys shouldn't still be allowed to do certain things that the CEO players have to do. Kyrie needed to find himself. I mean, if a guy needs mental health check out, he needs a mental health check out.
But that's life though. Like,
And that's what we're saying.
privilege is always going to be afforded to the people that are best in their position. That's what I'm trying to make
Right.
the point.
But what
But
we're
we're
saying is then don't blame the NBA season.
That's-
Like you're
yeah.
saying, oh, well, it was too short a turnaround. This is why all these injuries are happening. And if you just want to point to something so people come back for more, then that's fine. But just blame it on something else besides injury because all of those injuries were going to happen either way.
Not all of them.
That's not true.
All of those-
That's a stretch.
What? Okay,
Not all of
list,
them.
list the
Hey,
injuries.
excuse me, Jason, next season, can we get clips when we saying things? I just want to run the tape. When they say stupid things,
Yeah.
listen, we're going to fit the bill. I promise.
Bruh, every series, somebody has gotten hurt.
Real quick, let me say
Every
something.
series.
Real quick.
I feel like if AD got more rest, then he could have possibly not got injured.
Bro,
I think
What the
so.
hell was
think
more rest going to do
lingering-
for him compressing his kneecap?
let me say this.
Nigga,
y'all
lingering
keep-
injuries is different than
And
like
y'all
an
and
ankle.
y'all keep
Right.
y'all keep disregarding this, okay?
I'm not saying every single injury was because of that. I'm saying maybe if AD got that longer rest, he wouldn't have got.
Okay. So we'll
I think
we'll
you
say
But
hey, so-
LeBron's ankle is different than.
and so is Kyrie landed on somebody's foot. I did that to Blake.
I'm saying like
No, I'm
like
talking
stuff
to
like
this-
stuff
I'm
like
talking
that. Yeah.
That happened.
Kyrie landed on old boy's foot. I landed on your foot at the church, and I was out.
Okay.
I'm saying,
I was rested.
Yeah, but stuff like that,
That's-
you
and-
can't control.
same
But
thing
I'm
with
saying
with
lingering
Kawhi.
injuries like that need more time to.
But what lingering injury that are you attesting to that made it for the shortened season?
I'm talking about like, didn't AD have that growing?
He did.
AD's had injury issues since New Orleans, though. He's always had
so
injuries.
that's even
Well,
more of a
that's
case
different.
that when
AD
he
didn't want
gets.
to play, so he had a lingering issue.
Stop.
Kawhi.
I'm sorry,
Okay, Kawhi
that's
tore his ACL off of he landed wrong. I mean, bro, this is basketball.
The team doctor cleared Kawhi, and he still didn't play the whole damn season. So what does rest have to do with anything?
You're talking about 2 seasons ago.
They cleared him this season too. They cleared him this season to play. He just didn't play.
And which is why he always takes so many games off, so he won't.
And without talking to Shark, go ahead.
At the end of the day, each NBA player is their own business, right? Like, you got to be mindful of your own career. Like, it makes sense.
So
why
tell
players
LeBron to
do
shut
it.
up talking for the masses then.
I mean, each NBA player would probably agree with him because you got to be mindful of your own body. Because what happens if you pull a Nate Robinson and you're on top of the world and you pull your hip or whatever he did?
Nate Robinson was on top.
Not
of the
Nate.
world?
I'm sorry, Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas was on top of the world.
Yeah.
And going in the conference final. They're short. They're short. Okay. Like they're short guards. Like one went to Washington. Like anyway, so like Isaiah Thomas was on top of the world, dang near MVP candidate.
He's about to get the bank.
And get a bag, and then
Yeah.
play through them hip injuries because everybody wanted him to, and now he's barely in the.
His career was done
minimum
after
contract.
that.
But here's the thing, though. I understand that, and I agree. I'm just saying, bro. In every season, every year, guys get hurt. It would be different. It would be different if this season there was a record high in injuries, but there wasn't. It would be different if this year they were like, "This is the most injuries we've seen in a long time."
Okay, it's not.
And you can point to something, and it'd be.
It's not the amount of injuries; it's the injuries it's happening to the players that's happening to.
People are stepping.
Jamal Murray, ACL, like.
I mean, bro, you know how easy, not easy, but you know how easy it is to tweak your ACL in a basketball game, bro? Like, you acting like it was, like he was just jogging and then the shit tore. Like, I mean, bro, that happens. Kyrie stepped on a foot. LeBron got his ankle landed on. Like, bro, this is stuff that happens, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens, bro.
And to the point, really quick though, shout out Keith. He said, "What's up, fellas? Hope y'all feeling good. What's going on, Keith?"
What's up, Keith?
Good, bro.
What's up, Keith?
But really quick though, I mean, I just feel like as it when it comes to this workload of these millionaires, it's every season is something. It's one season we're playing too many minutes, so it's load management. The other one is there's too many back-to-backs, so we're going to try to space out the games. Now it's that we're not getting long enough of an off season.
I guess.
It's it's your body. You need to rest, but you control that.
Y'all keep bringing up money like your body cares about money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these millionaires, these, like,
LeBron
you know what I'm saying?
pays $1 million for his body.
But everybody can't do that.
But you only can do so much.
But everybody can't do that, though.
Yeah, LeBron is the exception.
He's an exception.
I guarantee you there ain't but 2-3 players spending $1 million a year on their body.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. Okay, let's take this into consideration. So before COVID, the rest time. Okay, here's the thing. Number one, if you depending on how good your team is, you're having a shorter time in season than anybody else anyway. Okay, depending on how good your team is, you're going deep into the playoffs, sometimes the finals. You're already at a disadvantage with rest, if we want to say that. Okay, that's number one. Number two, and if you decide to play in the Olympics, which some guys are playing in the Olympics. So two, in terms of the point that you just made, Blake, about you said your body caring about money and that kind of thing. You know, and I lost train of thought because you guys whatever, but. In terms of the money and the LeBron and that whole thing, I feel like my issue with LeBron's thing is, okay, yeah, we do want to protect the league. It is important. But at the same time, I think we have to be realistic about the fact that COVID happened, okay? That altered the NBA schedule. So now they had to make amendments to get these guys who were pissing and moaning about wanting to play an opportunity to play. So now we're playing, and the schedule's going to be difficult, and you're complaining about the schedule. Like, bro, y'all wanted to play as quickly as possible. This is what they put into place.
No.
Now we're trying to slowly get back to a regular season.
Bron was one of the few that didn't want to
don't play then, Bron. What do you want me to say?
But
I'm just saying.
He get paid either way, remember?
Yeah, and not only that, but you can't, like, bro, Bron has to sometimes stop and think, bro, not everybody is you, man. You know, how many other guys came out and was like, bro, Bron don't have to play, but I got to play. Like, bro, it's other people out there that don't have the luxury of being able to say we shouldn't play. Like, what? Like, come on, dog. They're not like that's not realistic. So my point is, they're coming back now, trying to reconstruct this schedule and get it back to the regular 82 game season from October to June or whatever. And it's just taking some time. So there's gonna be some bumps in the road. But I think that's just a part of everything that's happened in the last year and a half. Like, I guess I don't. If this was a new schedule, okay. But this is a schedule that they were made to accommodate the pandemic. It's gonna happen, bro.
It's happening in every series, though. When was the last time you seen an injury in every NBA series?
Bro, year after year,
No.
there's injuries in every
Not
series.
every
man.
series.
I mean,
I
No.
guarantee you someone's going to get
Joel
hurt in the
Embiid gets
finals.
hurt every year, and he's out in the first or second round
Who?
every year, and it doesn't matter how long he rests.
Who?
Embiid, he said.
Joel Embiid.
Okay, I'm talking.
I guarantee you someone's going to get
Right,
hurt.
but
in
I'm
the
saying
finals.
every
Yeah.
year there's some big star that goes down.
But it's the number of stars that's happening. It's the number of stars that's happening.
Name them.
Donovan Mitchell, ankle.
He came back.
But he played, but he wasn't 100%.
I mean, Donovan
It
Mitchell
affected-
played all damn the game.
100%. He scored 40 a night.
But bro, he even said that his
He's not
explosiveness wasn't
really-
there. He said his explosiveness wasn't there.
Okay.
He died out there,
Name
man.
another star. We can't use Donovan because he came back and played at a high level. So use another star that didn't come back. Try.
Boston, Jaylen Brown, he was out.
Jaylen Brown's been out.
No, he wasn't.
When did he get hurt?
He got
Jaylen Brown was out
last week
before
of
the
the season.
playoffs.
He was out before the
It
playoffs.
was like 2 weeks before the.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was out before the playoffs.
Yeah, I
That
needed him on my
changes.
phone.
Trajectory.
Really quick
Dude,
though.
they still don't win.
Oh, go ahead.
Boston's
Wait, you
floofy.
about to say something?
No, I said that changes.
Okay, so
how the-
so
Changes.
far we got one guy. Who's the next guy?
Well, anyway, man, listen. Anyway, what I was gonna say really quick, crowd interaction. We don't have really an agenda today. It's kind of we're just free flowing. Keith asked on the Anthony Davis point: is Anthony Davis the best big in the NBA when healthy?
Yeah. Easily.
I don't know, man.
He said, "Is Anthony?" What was the question?
Is he the best
If
big?
we're saying when healthy, I'll take Embiid over AD.
Yeah, I was going to say Embiid is up there.
If we're saying when healthy, I'll take Embiid over AD. Is
I'll
Anthony
take
Davis the
AD.
best big in the NBA when healthy?
I'll take him.
I mean, Embiid probably.
Embiid's close.
Embiid,
I would
Probably
say
close.
Embiid if you're saying healthy. I mean, is Jokic over
No.
AD
No.
now?
No.
No,
Still no?
no,
Still no.
still no.
No.
I mean,
Hell no.
but you gotta look, man. Jokic already has an MVP. He's
Yeah,
taking
bro.
the Denver Nuggets farther than Anthony Davis ever did.
But let's be honest. He
Jokic,
won.
Jokic
He
is
won.
like the worst
The Nuggets
MVP
got a
in the
better
last,
team
30
than
years.
any team AD.
He
had.
won an MVP by default. Let's be honest.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you already know what I said. If Jokic won the MVP, he'd be the weakest MVP since like 2000.
Okay, so I think it's Embiid. I think healthy Embiid.
AD.
Embiid was hurt in the playoffs this year, and he went off. I mean, AD was hurt, and we saw what happened there. So,
Where we put in Giannis?
I mean, does he count as a big, or is he like a hybrid?
I think he's
Giannis
a
is
three.
I mean, he's a big. He can't shoot, and he in the paint. So
Isn't he a three? Really?
He's a three.
He's a shooting forward.
Who's
listed
there-
as a
Who's
shooting
three?
forward.
Do y'all be watching Milwaukee?
Bro,
games?
what?
Okay, but he's listed as a
I mean, but like
He's
he's
small forward.
really a three, bro.
He's
Okay.
That nigga is 256, 11. Where you see
Bro,
a
he-
three?
I mean,
So was LeBron.
Brian, right?
about 240.
No,
6'11".
LeBron at least has some finesse to his game.
Just because you don't got finesse to your game
Doesn't mean you got
take
small
away
forward,
from
right?
your position.
Okay, look at
Kick-
but when you
No,
look
no.
at Milwaukee's starting lineup, what's their starting lineup? What does he
Drew
play?
But
Holiday,
most teams
PJ
don't start.
Tucker,
He played a four.
Middleton,
Okay, so
No, he played a three
Giannis, and
because PJ
Brook
played a
Lopez.
four.
Most people is like positionless now though.
Yeah, a lot of
But
teams.
he's listed
Yeah, that's
as a
because he ain't got no package, bro. That's why he's.
Yeah.
Okay, so the question was, is Giannis a big or not?
I don't think we're counting him as.
he's a
big.
forward.
He's a four.
He's a forward.
Yeah.
So
mean,
is he
he
a
plays
big or
forward.
not?
So I mean, a forward can be a three though. Like that's
No,
what I'm
a
saying.
big. Is he a big?
I don't
No.
think he's.
No.
There's nothing
No.
like.
No,
I don't
about his
consider.
game.
Okay, so Carl Anthony Towns, is he in that? Is he in that top
Hell
list?
no.
No.
not anymore. He was.
Hell no.
Who?
He
I
he
said
could have
Cat-
been.
Is Cat in that
Cat.
top list?
He could have been, but he done fell off.
Who else?
Is DeAndre Ayton working his way in there?
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's underrated. Definitely
Yeah.
underrated.
Yeah.
I can't even, bro. The big game is kind of weak now, man.
Ain't no more bigs like that.
Yeah.
Because the point guards don't pass the ball. That's what
I
it
think,
is.
and not only that, but I think that the big, so to speak, position is becoming a position where it's like, just go out and get rebounds.
Or go to
Or
the
go
three.
shoot.
or you know what I mean, go get rebounds or
Go shoot a three.
or clean up buckets. It wasn't like before. You had Tim Duncan, Shaq, Yao, Dirk. I mean, you had a whole bunch of big men that were, they were scoring bigs as well. Now it's only a handful of scoring
most
bigs.
of them are just athletic. Now.
Because you got all these statisticians that basically went into the game and said that the post-up game is ineffective scoring-wise, and they're better off just shooting threes.
Which is
Which I never
Yeah, which is
understood why we
stupid.
listen to a bunch of niggas that never played basketball.
Daryl Morey or Morey or whatever his name is.
But it's weird because they want like
They've
they
won
want
doing
like
that.
Middleton to post up. They want guards and small forwards to post up and get easy shots.
That aren't gonna happen if you're not 6'11".
Yeah, but then you're like the post up
bigs,
game
yeah.
is weak, but you don't want.
DeMarcus Cousins used to be in that conversation.
Yep.
Yeah.
He actually played good yesterday.
He did.
Speaking of
He had a good game
The
last night.
boogie was nice.
I'm happy for him.
So can we just real quick while I have everybody here? So can we please admit that we owe Paul George an apology, please, because I think everybody
Jamal.
up here except
No.
for me
No.
and Jamal said that Paul George was trash.
I didn't say.
We didn't
I
say-
never said he was trash.
Yeah, bro. We said that.
We said he had trash.
Oh my
Matt, I'm
God,
so
Jamal!
glad you said it. Matt, I'm so glad
Come
you said
on,
it.
man.
dog.
We didn't say he was
Oh my,
trash.
bro,
Stop.
niggas
Shelton might have
really.
said he
No,
was trash.
I said he wasn't a
Apology letter
superstar.
and move on.
I'm not a superstar.
Like,
He's not a superstar.
I'm
That's
trying
what I
to
said.
remember what
no,
I never said.
We
I
both
never
said-
said he
Shelton,
was
you
trash.
called him trash.
I did- oh,
I heard it out of your mouth. You
Trash?
called him trash.
Stop.
I mean, I for sure called him Pandemic P.
That's trash.
He was
Calling
trash
him
in that
trash.
playoff series.
No, okay.
That's
you
what
guys said that
but-
y'all
he's not
said
trash.
PG was done. He's
Done.
trash.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I
Yeah, don't do this
You
for the
lying.
show.
You
Don't
lying
do
to
this for the
America.
show.
You
Well, I
lying.
never-
Shelton
never-
did say he was
yeah.
trash.
I did not
showed
say
you
you
that.
trash.
He
Oh
said he
my.
was
So did,
pandemic
and so did,
P.
yeah.
I
Blake
never
called him-
I said he had a
Blake
couple
said-
I
bad.
never said he was done.
Blake said Paul George is trash and done, and Russell Westbrook is trash and done.
Well,
that's
I
what
mean,
Blake.
I say-
That's
I
what
say-
Blake
I-
and
I-
Xavier
I-
Robinson
I
said.
still stand by that second one.
That Westbrook is trash and done.
He's done. He's never gonna win anything, bro. That's what I mean
How
by
does
done.
that mean done, nigga?
Because he's never gonna win
How does that
anything.
mean done?
I think
never gonna
I think
win
Blake
anything.
is saying he's not going to play no meaningful
That's what I'm
basketball.
saying.
He's just
He's-
out. He's going to be
he's
out
just out here
every
just
night.
Meaningful
He's
basketball.
not playing
Listen,
meaningful
listen.
basketball.
If you ask
Not in
anybody,
Washington anymore.
what is the term he's
Not
done
ever.
mean? It does not mean, oh, well, he'll never win anything. Done mean he can't play anymore.
I mean, he gonna be able to jump. Like,
God.
he gonna be able to get a bucket if that's what you're asking. But he's not
All right,
playing.
man,
He's
listen,
not.
Blake
every
is saying he's
regular
not gonna
podcast
play
has
no
been a great
meaningful
one.
basketball.
That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
Which he's
bro.
not.
Bro, what's meaningful basketball?
Playoff
Winning.
basketball.
Winning.
Playoff basketball.
Don't do that because we talk every time the Kobe debate comes up. It's always rings.
Yeah, okay, but I don't, bro. You can't hold Kobe.
Yeah, you're right.
No, because did you say?
No, let me finish.
Westbrook is
No,
almost
I got
Kobe?
no. Let me hold mine.
Okay, go.
Let me hold mine.
Go ahead.
You can't hold a Kobe, a LeBron, a KD, not KD, a Kobe and a LeBron who have multiple championships, and try to hold a Westbrook in comparison to them.
Why?
That's not even the same argument, bro.
Why?
Why?
Why not?
Why?
What do you mean?
Westbrook,
Why?
Westbrook
But
has.
didn't you say, hey, Kobe said Westbrook is the second.
He's the
coming,
next
bro.
dog.
No,
he has the intensity like
Kobe
you.
said. Kobe said
He had
that
intensity
Russell
like
Westbrook reminds him of him.
of intent. 'cause
That's
of
what he
intent-
said.
of
And
his
Michael
intent.
Jordan said, if I had to pick a player that was me when I was coming up and playing early in my career, it was Westbrook. That's what he
'cause
said.
He plays with a chip on his shoulder.
Okay,
plays
that has nothing to do with
And
what
that's-
y'all talking about. It don't. It don't. And to sit here and say that Westbrook doesn't play meaningful basketball, is
He's not.
Nonsense.
Ever
Meaningful
heard of
basketball is rings.
You
bro.
think Washington gonna be good in a couple years?
meaningful
You just-
basketball is
we're
rings
talking
Do you
about a
know-
guy
do you
who's
know how
played
great
for a
Russ-
finals, bro.
He played for one finals
with KD.
with
Oh,
KD
How many
and
did
James.
Harden
Bro.
play for?
Huh?
Said
The
what?
same.
How many did Harden play for?
The same.
One.
One.
Oh,
So
okay,
Harden
so then what
don't.
do you
Harden
mean?
don't play meaningful basketball either.
I mean, he gonna get a ring before
Westbrook do.
No. Let's be real. Let's be
Healthy,
Be 100.
bro.
Come on.
Healthy Harden wins the championship.
bro.
this year.
Healthy Harden. Let's be honest. Harden has how many rings? Okay.
Okay.
Let me finish.
Okay.
How many rings does Harden have?
Okay.
Okay.
How many rings does Westbrook have?
Okay.
Okay.
Have they both played meaningless basketball? Yes or no?
Yeah, they ain't got a ring.
You don't got a ring, bro.
I wouldn't say that.
No, I wouldn't
exactly.
say.
So you
I wouldn't say.
exactly,
Ain't got
bro.
a
That
ring.
sounds dumb.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Y'all talking about a nigga that I'm trying not to say nigga for my
Blake,
parents that's
you
watching.
are the
I'm trying not to
biggest
say
flip-flopping
nigga.
nigga I've ever
But
met
they
in my
really
life.
just
three
they're
times.
really
Because
just
last week you said on this exact show when we was doing them lists
All
and
right.
put Harden twice. Now he's been playing meaningless
come
basketball.
on, man.
If we're talking about,
make no
we
sense.
did that list according to.
Now
like,
he's been playing meaningless
we did
basketball.
that
We're
list.
talking about performers of the NBA history.
that list
you
was-
put Harden second under
Yeah,
81 coaches.
and now he's
been
meaningless.
That
playing
list was
meaningless
according.
basketball.
No, that list was according to skill set, bro. Harden has. Harden is a better offensive player than that was the argument. It wasn't about career trajectory.
Bro, how do you okay?
So
we-
Harden
let-
doesn't have a
let's-
better package than Wade.
Let's real quick. Let's
Wait,
define meaningless.
Oh, hold on now.
Hold on.
Okay. All right.
Let's define meaningless. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
Meaningless and not winning aren't the same.
Let's define. Because I'm gonna tell you right now.
I think
If you, Blake, if y'all was on a pro level and y'all were playing at the height of what you can play, averaging 30, whatever the case may be, and you had people telling you that you were playing meaningless basketball, what would you say? I am. You wouldn't.
Do I got a ring?
No, you wouldn't say that. No, you
that.
wouldn't say
Have
that.
I competed for something that's meaningful
Bro,
on
you
my
wouldn't
own?
say that. You wouldn't say that.
Yeah, I would. I'd be like,
No, you
hey,
wouldn't say
you're
that.
right. You're right. It's not meaningless because he's providing for his family. He making
Bro,
money.
come on, man.
Bro,
He making
Westbrook
some
has
money.
led
That's-
every
that's-
team he's been
that's
on
so
in the
disrespectful.
playoffs, regardless of how
Bro, he
terrible
didn't-
that roster
he
is.
didn't make the
He's
play-
to me-
and he made a triple-double irrelevant to y'all because
I
somehow
mean-
y'all don't take that into
Yeah.
account.
So my
Don't
thing
tell
is,
me that man's
come on,
playing meaningless basketball.
bro. You can't say meaningless basketball to a guy that's playing on that kind of a level,
Bruh, if
So you saying Washington playing meaningful basketball?
bro.
this
What?
year?
Bro,
No, do you know who's playing You know who played meaningless basketball? Kemba Walker in Charlotte. That was meaningless basketball because he never
How?
did anything.
I
To
think
me,
They got to the playoffs,
to me,
didn't they?
meaningless is if you're not
He
even getting
went
to
to
the
one playoff.
playoffs.
That was
That's
it.
to me.
Wait, say that again.
Meaningless to me is if you're not making it to playoffs.
I think that's
So-
what Blake is saying.
at a
He's saying
perennial
that
rate.
I
At a
think he's
perennial
saying
rate, though.
in Washington,
He's been there for 1 year, bro.
he's saying going forward.
Going forward,
He's
he's
talking
saying.
about. He's going to say going forward.
Okay, well, if he goes to LA,
He's
then
not gonna be on
it's
Washington.
I don't want him in LA.
and he's
Bro.
not staying in Washington, and y'all know he's not staying in Washington.
okay, but this LA thing, we keep seeing this.
I mean,
and,
his wife
like
followed
LA,
Bron and AD.
they're from
She
LA.
followed him back.
They're from LA. So
I
like,
follow that nigga.
it
You know
makes-
how they go. You know how they do with that social media.
And what
stuff.
can
So like Russell Westbrook bias aside, like that doesn't even make sense for him to go to LA.
Okay, well, if LeBron wants it, it must mean something.
Yeah, because LeBron at this point, LeBron want anybody. He got put out by 5 in 5.
Yeah, because he was hurt. AD was hurt. If AD and LeBron are healthy, they beat Phoenix. Stop. And I don't even like LeBron.
so we go back to okay.
I
Listen,
even
man,
like
LeBron would take one of us to get rid of Kuzma.
Yeah.
But I'm just being honest. I'll be honest. If LeBron is 100%, which he clearly was not, and if AD was 100%, which he clearly was not, I think they beat Phoenix in 7. They do. Come on now.
He said that. He said that before.
Yeah, I've already said that. If they were healthy, they would have beat them. So I think I don't think LeBron just wants anybody. I think LeBron just knows.
A healthy team.
Hey
and
man,
like,
yeah, I want.
maybe one other person.
Yeah, and if I got to
And a better
sit,
bench.
there's somebody else that can go out. I mean, bro, you have a guy that averages a triple double in Russell Westbrook. If Bron is kind of trying to pace himself throughout the season, and you got a Westbrook and a healthy AD with whatever pieces they add, that's dangerous, bro.
Bro,
And
imagine
come on,
LeBron
man.
at the top of the key, AD
And y'all
on the
niggas play
post, and
basketball.
Westbrook just attacking. Y'all telling me that don't work?
He wants Westbrook because he sees I need somebody that's gonna be able to go 100 miles an
I
hour.
need somebody that's gonna cut
I think he wants
1,000%
Dame.
that can guard these guards because Dennis Schroeder ass can't guard.
He
nobody.
wanted Curry and he wanted Westbrook,
Bro, that's all-
and he wasn't getting Curry. Forget that.
He might get Dame. They can
I-
pull that together.
Dame asked for
Hey,
Jason
real-
Kidd and got
real
Chauncey
quick.
Billups. He's not going over there either.
Real quick.
I mean, he's not.
Aiden has shown that he can dominate in the paint against actual centers, and he has shown flashes.
Blake, are you about to read Keith's comment? Because that's what I was about to do.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Keith said another off-topic question. Well, Keith, there's no topics, brother. So go ahead and ask your questions. Why aren't the Suns feeding DeAndre Ayton against the Clippers? Ayton has shown he can dominate the paint against actual centers and has shown flashes in this series too. 4 or 5 in the first quarter with 11 points in Game 3. It's just infuriating to see Ayton stand there towering over Batum doing nothing.
Because no one believes in the post game anymore.
And I've seen this. People have said Chris Paul is slowing him down. it's slowing their offense down.
That's the most ignorant comment I've ever seen.
That's what they're saying is like when they was playing
Paul
with Chris.
is slowing them down. Even though
Yeah, they're not playing
Right.
as fast with him than they did with
But
Cameron
they
Payne.
run pick and roll every single play. That's what they do. They run
showed
pick and
it-
roll.
This is what I'll say to that point though, Shelton. When you look at the Clippers team with Chris Paul and the way that DeAndre Jordan played with them, he really was just a shadow until Chris Paul executed either the pick and roll or that whatever screens they running in the alley oop. So in a sense, if that's what Chris Paul is trying to run with them, then Aiden is being underused. If that's what he's trying to do, and I can see how the speed can be different.
And they're also saying
Bro, that
Devin Booker's points per whatever
Yeah, and
is
Devin-
down
yeah.
when the pace is slowed down. When it's faster, his points go up.
But that's Chris Paul though, man. He's a methodical guard. He's not even like Steve Nash was. I mean,
Yeah.
he slows everything down. He goes in transition when it makes sense.
Even in fast break, he's not.
It's because he's 36.
I feel
that's
like
always
he's
been the
always
game, though.
played that. He's always kind of played like that.
I mean, he
Not
used
only
to maybe
that,
go
but
get a
I think
bucket.
that
and-
Chris Paul is
Yeah, I feel
actually
like
trying
New
to
Orleans.
protect Phoenix from getting into that run and gun style when
Why?
that jumper wears off.
Why? You
I
gotta
think
keep
because
them.
there's going to be an off night,
Why?
and Chris Paul is anticipating that it will be, so he's trying to keep
Bro,
them in that.
Bro, you
same
gotta
Not
play as
only-
fast as you can, bro.
Bro, here's what you
Against these Clippers, you do.
Okay,
But
but
here's
that's
the
what
thing,
they've been
though.
doing all year, though, and it's
Chris-
gotten them to the
Yeah, go ahead.
conference finals. So why change up now?
And let's be honest,
Not so much
Chris
change
Paul
up,
is the
it's just
reason that
smarter
they're here.
basketball.
Bro, Chris Paul is the reason they're here.
Yeah.
If you want to
Yeah.
keep it a band. So if anything's wrong, my first point to ain't Chris Paul. Because if anything is wrong, Chris Paul ain't my first finger point.
Who was the point guard last year? Was it?
Me? I don't even know who. I mean,
Rubio.
yeah,
He said me.
it might as well have been. It was Ricky
Ricky
Rubio.
Rubio goes slower than Chris Paul.
Yeah, because he doesn't know what he's doing. Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. So, I'm just saying. But I had a point before you brought up Phoenix. Oh, DeAndre Ayton.
DeAndre Ayton. About the centers.
Yeah.
Keith made the point about posting up.
I also think because of Steph Curry and that whole thing here, I think that, bro, Steph Curry's changed the way that even rec ball is played. I mean, let's be honest. Bro, there was a time when Kobe was in his prime, AI was in his prime. Game point was, I'm going to get a bucket.
It's a mid-range jumper.
I'm going to get a bucket where there's got to be an M1, a body to body, and you wanted that. Or it was a mid-range jumper. Nowadays, bro,
It's three.
any rec gym you go to, everybody is shooting threes. Everybody.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think Phoenix is, I mean, let's be honest, Reggie Jackson's shooting out of his mind right now. Marcus Morris, out of his, Paul George. So I think Phoenix is like, okay, if we're starting to lose the lead, we just got to shoot. We got to just keep shooting. And that leaves Ayton down there by himself. So I think they're just afraid, to get into that hole. And this, back in the day when it was you get down 10 points, you just keep running your offense.
Yeah,
You keep running your offense.
Feed the big men. You try to get free throws.
Exactly. You go to Tim Duncan. You go to Shaq. You go to, those guys to get you back into the game. But now it's like.
Because Aiden is actually a guy you could throw the ball to down
low.
He's like one of them old school
Right.
Big.
players that's not getting used right now because of.
Yeah. I mean,
He'll be shooting threes by next season.
I mean, he shoots mid ranges now. I mean,
Yeah, well, they're not passing him the ball enough, so he'll be shooting threes by next season.
yeah. So to answer that question, Keith.
Speaking of people that need to be shooting threes by next season,
Oh, here we go.
Who?
Here we go.
Who?
Done, bro.
Yeah.
Ben Simmons is trash.
Who?
did y'all
Ben.
see what Danny Green said about him?
no.
He basically said that.
What did Danny Green
Yeah,
have to say?
I'm about to say, 'cause his jumper been kind of off last
Listen,
couple
bro, I'll
seasons,
bring
too.
it. I'll
Danny
bring it
ain't
up
been a
word for
shooter
word.
since San Antonio.
Carolina.
Right. So what did Danny Green have to say?
He basically
And I hope
said-
he's watching.
What up,
And I
Danny?
hope-
D-boy.
He basically said that Ben Simmons is the kind of guy that if you don't encourage him and like put it.
So he's soft.
Yeah, basically. He was like, if you don't encourage him to do something, he's the type to not do it. Basically.
That's why they say he's been babied.
This is what it. Yeah. That right
he
there.
also said that like because he because he does everything else so good,
He feels like he doesn't have
he
to.
doesn't have to.
Yeah.
And
I mean, to be honest, he doesn't.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because
Like, he really
they
doesn't.
gave him 130 million or 140 million dollars, and he can't. He's never taken a jump shot. So it's like, why? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why does he feel like? Why does he need to now?
I'm gonna tell you why. And Jamal, I'm interested to hear your take on this. I'm gonna tell you why Ben Simmons needs a jump shot. I get it. Embiid is a big part of what makes them go. Okay, but in the playoffs, if you say Philadelphia, before most of the time they're gonna tell you they're gonna say Ben Simmons. When you say Philadelphia, they're gonna say Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid. They're gonna say those two players. When you're thinking about this year's, this right now, whatever. Your guard, he's got to be able to get you a bucket, man. I'm sorry. He's got to be able to get you a bucket. When your offense isn't going, your top, big man's not going, your shooters can't shoot. Your guard's got to be able to get a bucket.
Or to get in the lane, at least.
Or to get in the lane. And we're not talking about forcing tough shots. We're talking about the effort of trying to get a bucket. And he doesn't do that at all. That's why he has to be able, like
he's not even getting other people buckets.
So
It's the confidence, bro.
I know I was watching someone made a claim online, and they were like, well, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's basically just doing what Magic did back in the day.
No,
so
Magic-
I went
Magic can score, though.
I went back and I watched some highlights of Magic. I was like, I want to see some offensive highlights from Magic. And he was forcing tempo, which is what Ben Simmons does, but he also was attacking in the half court. Like he would always be trying to go downhill on somebody, even if he wasn't, trying to pull up for a jumper. Like he was always putting pressure on the defense. It doesn't matter where he was at. He was always a threat to score. And Ben is he's passive. He passed up a dunk, wide open dunk.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this though, with the Magic thing. Okay, I think a little bit of a difference though with Magic is that the way that he was going downhill. Number one, I think that Lakers team, from what I've been able to see over the years, highlights, all that kind of stuff, bro, the way that they ran the floor was completely different. So if Magic's going downhill, number one, he's not going downhill by himself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And number two, he does so much with the ball that it's just like, bro, okay. You know what I mean? It's too much. Whereas Ben Simmons going downhill, you got one or two options here. You know what I'm saying?
Pass or pass.
Yeah. He's not going to shoot. So yeah. So, you got Magic. And I don't think that they felt like, okay, Magic can't shoot type of thing. I think that then it was more like, okay, Magic's going to figure out a way to get somebody a bucket in transition.
And like you said, nowadays, everybody runs to the three-point line.
To the three-point line.
So
to get the kick out.
Yeah.
So it's not even.
Ben's not going to shoot. You're just going to go cover those people.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
So that's what I'm saying. The problem is that he's not just being aggressive, period. Because there's plenty of highlights of Magic posterizing people,
Exactly. Too. If you let Magic run straight down the lane on Showtime, he would fake like he's going to do it and then lay that joint up right on you.
Or dunk. There's plenty of.
Or dunk on you. Hell, he won a finals playing center.
That's what I'm saying.
And the game was different. the game was different.
Yeah, but transition instincts are still always been the same.
Player by player.
But Matt, that exact Danny Green quote was, you can tell Ben's the type of kid that if he's not encouraged and if he's not pushed or forced to do it, he's not the type to take that risk.
I mean, what?
I don't get why Danny Green's talking about anything.
Because Danny Green's a free agent and ain't going back to Philly.
Yeah.
So he don't give a damn. He can talk about Ben.
Or he knows that Ben's out. So he's
either way. Danny Green's point is irrelevant.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to hear anything from Danny Green.
Hey, Danny Green said he got, 2 rings? 3 rings?
3.
3, because he got one for the Lakers, right?
Yeah.
Lakers. 3 different teams.
Raptors and Spurs.
Man, that Raptors thing, man. Whatever. Whatever. But, yeah, so that's my take on the Ben Simmons thing is I think he's got to figure out a way. When you look, bro, there's not a point guard in the NBA right now, a starting point guard that can't get you a bucket. There's not. I mean, you just think about the first 5 teams that come to your mind.
Even the teams that aren't
He
even
was
that
starting
good.
point guard in Detroit this past season.
Yeah, that's.
No, I'm saying like the first, like when you think about when you just think about teams in the league, Ja Morant, Curry, Harden.
Oh, you mean competitive?
Kyrie. I'm Even Colin Sexton will get you a bucket. I mean, they not competitive.
He dropped 40 on Kyrie.
LaMelo will get you a bucket. He just got here. I mean,
They got work. Colin got work.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, you gotta be your point guard in today's game.
They about to trade.
In my opinion, has to be able to get you a bucket.
Or
Period.
ability to get somebody else one.
Yeah, man, or get off.
Ben Simmons, ability to get somebody else a bucket.
You can't.
But he's not. But
he
he's not
proved that.
attacking.
That was a joke.
Bro, I'm really trying to rack my brain. I can't find one that can't score at all.
Who's the point guard for the Pistons?
Killian Hayes.
He can score, bro. He just
Killian
got hurt.
Hayes?
I didn't even see a Killian Hayes highlight. Did he play this year?
He was hurt.
He was hurt, but he's nice though, bro.
He is.
He's cold.
okay.
Once he gets
he's
his jumper
cold.
consistent.
Who's the point guard for the? Yeah, bro, I can't think of
Who's
one.
the point guard for the Pacers?
Yeah, bro, I can't.
Malcolm Brogdon. He was
Malcolm Brogdon.
Oh.
he was an improved player. He can get you a bucket.
Did he win Rookie of the Year?
Yeah.
Who's the point guard for Sacramento?
De'Aaron Fox.
Oh,
Get you a bucket.
Fox. Yeah.
Man.
Fox.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah.
Atlanta. Dallas.
Who's the point guard for Chicago?
Kobe White.
Zach Levine.
It's not made up players.
Zach Levine.
Kobe White get buckets like
White can
that?
score.
Yeah,
shit.
Kobe White can score.
That's all he can do.
Even Cameron Payne can get you a bucket.
Right.
And all I thought he did was dance.
Right.
Right.
I didn't even know he was in the league. I thought he was a ball boy.
No, that's real.
I thought he was a ball boy.
No, I'm looking like, who is this guy that's doing this with Westbrook? And then you find out he's on the roster actively. You're like, oh,
Bro, you know what's crazy is that Philly traded Markelle Fultz because he couldn't shoot and he figured out his jumper before Ben.
yeah, I
Or
think
Boston finesse
his
Philly.
career was on the line though, like for real, for real.
Boston finesse Philly so bad in that trade, bro.
Ben got 5 years of being a bum shooter if he really wants
Can you
to.
imagine if Philly had Jason
Off the
Tatum right
potential.
now? Woo.
Who?
If Philly had Jason Tatum right
That's
now,
who they gave up.
woo,
For who?
for Tatum or for Markelle.
I mean,
Philly
did,
trade, yeah.
did Markelle?
Well, no, because Boston
Yeah,
had the
dude.
number one pick. They were going to take Tatum either way, is what they said. But they finessed Philly to move back and still get Tatum.
Yeah, that's
It could have been Tatum and Embiid.
Embiid. Yeah,
It could have been, yeah.
wow.
If Philly would have just traded him, and
Yeah.
actually took Tatum, it would have been nasty.
Yeah,
Or Brandon Ingram at that point. Shit.
Well, it was
Either one.
4
I
players.
said
I
Brandon
can't.
Ingram was trash.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that. Y'all said B.I. was
no,
trash. Y'all said B.I. was trash. I
No.
don't want to hear that.
Trash,
You
bro.
said-
Y'all said B.I. was
no.
trash.
You-
I don't
no,
wanna
no,
hear
no.
that. You said
Hold
B.I.
on.
was trash.
No.
You said B.I. was trash.
No, heck no, I never
Right.
said that. I never said the B.I. was trash. You talking about somebody
B.I.
else.
Russell Westbrook.
No,
Oh, you already B.I.
Exactly. He's a hater.
no, y'all said
Hater.
Bi was the best player on the Pelicans, which is not true.
Bro, he is,
he
bro.
is.
He's
he
not.
is, bro.
He's not.
Bro, you always rock with the players with no skill set.
But still getting 27-13.
Okay, no skill set doesn't matter.
He's just strong as heck.
It's just because you're not a hooper, so you just look
Oh,
at numbers. You don't look at. You don't understand how it feels when a person on you like these and you
Okay.
jab stepping 1,
Yeah.
2,
Okay.
3, pump fake, and then hit that boy because you ain't never did that before.
Never
Oh,
done that.
so much.
Never
Oh
done
my
that.
God, Blake, relax.
Yeah,
But listen though, I do want to say this, Sheldon. I think the part that you do miss is that there's so much that goes on over the course of a game that Bi is responsible for, that even allows Zion to be able to get the numbers that he's getting, and that's my point. Without Bi, it's a whole different team,
Yeah,
without
It's a
Zion, it's a
whole
whole different team.
man.
they still gonna be in the playoffs.
Bro, but
Without Zion?
hear me out. A year before Zion got drafted, they finished one spot later than they did when he got there.
All right, well, holla at me when Zion reports to camp like 500 pounds overweight next season, and
He don't even wanna be there.
and he has a short career because he can't keep his weight down. We all know that's the end of his career.
I think Zion parents are talking about this whole he need to leave because he's no longer like guys don't talk about Zion no more.
no,
It's the second year in the league.
they talk about Zion. It's just
Jeez.
it's
did you
just-
hear how much they talked about him before he got there?
Bro, he was like
he's living
a
up to
deity before he got to the league. And I'm
He's
saying
dragging.
now
What are you
it
talking
ain't you don't hear much about him.
Because
And it's
he
not
plays in
because
New Orleans.
it's not because it's his second year in the league either.
they
He plays in New Orleans.
They want him out.
Nobody
of the
talks
world.
about
Anthony Edwards plays in Minnesota. You hear more about him.
Not.
Yeah, that's because he's funny though. He,
Yeah.
No, it's because he's balling.
yeah, he balls.
He's funny,
Now
too.
listen, I will say this
What
though.
happened to Cam
The
Reddish?
fact that Zion has
in
more
Atlanta.
pieces in
He's
New
hurt.
Orleans
Nah,
and
he's
Ja
in Atlanta.
Morant got the Grizzlies in the playoffs before he
He's
could
hurt?
get the Pelicans says a lot.
Wait, say
One
that
more
again?
time.
I said the fact that New Orleans has more pieces in it, and the fact that Ja Morant got the Grizzlies to the playoffs before he can get the Pelicans says a lot.
Memphis has a better team than the Pelicans.
No,
No,
the
they don't.
pieces
They
in
don't?
New Orleans aren't better than the Grizzlies.
No,
Who's on the Grizzlies?
no,
Go ahead, Jamal.
no,
Are
Go
you
ahead.
bro?
no.
Give me
Who's
the
the second
Hold
best?
on,
Who's the
Sheldon, go
second
ahead.
best player on the Grizzlies?
Go ahead,
Give
Jamal.
me the
best-
Grizzlies starting five.
You got Ja. You got Dylan Brooks.
Who's he better than on the?
You got
There's a giant Spartan that's your team. That's
okay,
on there
Jaren
that
Jackson. I was about to
barely
say Jaren.
Yo, and you got you got
was hurt,
Jonas.
though.
Jonas
He was hurt all year.
Valanciunas.
You
You're
got
right.
plays.
Valanciunas,
Valanciunas,
Grayson Allen.
What's my man's name?
Kyle
Grayson
Anderson.
Allen,
Kyle
Kyle
Anderson.
Anderson. Who do you want to get? Who you
Brandon
want to go
Clark, Justin
Brooke-
Brandon
Winslow,
Clark. Who do you want to go with?
Xavier Tillman,
Okay,
another
Okay,
So
Spartan.
they have-
Another
okay.
bum.
Name the Pelicans.
Listen. Go ahead, Jay.
Name the Pelicans.
So they have
Lights Hotel.
Lonzo, Josh Hart, B.I.,
Lonzo?
Zion
You really gonna throw
Williams,
Lonzo on there?
Steven Adams. What?
You really gonna throw Lonzo on
what?
there?
Come on, man.
Really gonna throw Lonzo
Let
on
him
there?
Finish.
Okay.
Go ahead.
They had J.J. Redick until he asked to get the hell out of there.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Bro, they got
Like,
Eric
what do you,
Bledsoe.
they have.
They got
better
E-Bled.
pieces.
They got
They still
E-Bled.
got,
Who
they
got
got Eric
E-Bled?
Bledsoe. Like, man, what do you mean? There are better pieces in New Orleans
But
than there
there's-
are in Memphis.
No.
The only difference.
No.
It's coaching because Stan
Yeah,
Van
Bro,
sucks.
and quiet as his cap, Lonzo put up 15 this year, bro. He put up 15 and 15, 5, and can't get this.
Like 15, 5, and 6 or something like that.
Yeah, bro, that's solid as a point.
Oh.
As
That's solid.
that's
As your
solid.
third option or point guard?
Okay.
Quiet as his cap, Lonzo gonna get up to 20 a game by the time his career over. Yeah, he got about 5 more.
He'll get there next year. He just
But they
needs to get
can't
on
go
a
in
team
the
that believes in him
playoffs.
fully.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But Memphis find themselves in the playoffs the last 2 years. Okay.
Anyway, like I said, it says more about Ja that he can get the Grizzlies there than Zion big ass just flopping around.
They do, yeah, bro. The Pelicans look, got a squad.
But they're like 10th in the West.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. That makes 0 sense.
At all.
Anyway,
So Isaiah Thomas on the roster too?
no.
No.
Yeah, he was.
What?
But
They
He's
picked. They
off
picked.
now.
He was up like a 10-day.
Moving on, man.
10
Yeah, Isaiah's why I switched gears. Wow, I switched gear. For real.
We gotta get a life topic.
All right, Battle. You wanted this.
So real quick.
Do the dinner thing.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Battle.
So, since nobody ever wanted to talk about it,
yeah.
except for us two,
Oh my god.
you can't run now.
Go ahead, Battle. Right.
Jay.
No, he on.
Oh, is it?
Go ahead.
How do y'all feel about
Wait, what are we talking about?
Oh,
transgender women
here we go.
playing
I'm out.
in women's sports?
I'm out.
Okay, so Brett Favre.
Like the Olympics coming up.
So Brett Favre made a comment where he said
Y'all can't have it.
Brett Favre made a comment where he said that transgender women, right, should not be allowed to play women's sports, or is it transgender men?
I don't feel like transgender men should be able to play women's sports.
Yeah, it's just transgender men. Help me no, and this is really just for my general trying to understand. If you are a man by birth and you're transitioning to be a woman, then you're a transgender woman. Okay.
You are transitioning to be a woman.
Okay, transgender woman. Okay. Yeah, Brett Favre had mentioned he doesn't feel like transgender women should be able to play women's sports because he said that genetically you are a man, okay? So we've talked about this in the group chat, whatever. This is what I'll say to that. I'll say this. I've heard many women that, in professional sports say, that they feel as though that there is an advantage. I believe that there's an advantage. Me personally.
And so do I.
I do think that it is if you're a man by birth, which means that you've been given, you're born with whatever, physical advantages there are to being a man versus a woman. I do think it is unfair. That's what I'll say. Jamal, you're really making this awkward.
Blake really did leave.
Yeah.
First off, when I called on Battle, I thought he was gonna have like an ignorant topic since he wanted the one to go off the cusp.
Right.
If I would have known y'all were gonna do this, I would have just signed off. Like,
on, man.
I'm about to be with Blake, man. Y'all had it.
Yeah, we good. Come on.
Yeah, we got Blake in here eating gold.
So yeah, that's that. No, I think that's just. I do agree with that, and I'm not saying that. Not in here, bro. That's not an indictment on. That's not an indictment on anything. That's just simply saying that. No, I'm good. That's not an indictment on anything. That's just simply saying that hey, that there's some advantages there, as it pertains to women's sports. That's all. That's all. And I feel like that's fair. Jason, can you, you know, because y'all being scared.
What we talking about?
I ain't scared.
You know what we talking about.
Fear and ignorance are two different things, man.
No, y'all being scared. Okay, Jason.
Yeah.
Do you feel as though there are advantages to a transgender woman playing female sports? Do you feel like there are advantages there?
What we got? Everybody's leaving.
Yeah, I don't know why they're doing this. This has been, especially this is the season finale, and guys are getting off the thing. Right. This looks really crazy.
They already seen your face.
So is there a advantage?
Yeah.
So the question
an unfair
is just,
advantage.
Okay,
to a man.
So it's reworded to unfair advantage.
Yeah. Is there an unfair advantage to someone that was born a man that is now transitioning to a woman, has transitioned to a woman, and they're playing women's sports?
It depends on how he run. Does he run like a woman or does he run like a man? I mean, to be honest with you.
I mean, there was a transgender woman that broke the
powerlifting.
Well, to be honest, so
in a women's competition.
In my opinion, and I'm not a professional, that it's unfair.
You're a distraction at this point.
It's unfair.
You said what?
It's unfair.
It is unfair.
I think that there should be. I mean, there's got to be another league or another, So you got the men's sports, you got the women's sports, and then you got the whatever you're gonna be sport.
Yeah.
Whether
We're
you
not gonna do that. Christina said that
check
there's
one or
definitely
two.
An advantage.
Yeah, there's an
I
advantage,
agree
that's
that
all.
There shouldn't be allowed to compete in female sports.
Thank you. Like y'all over here being scary and weird.
I'm just here to read the comments. Y'all had it. Go ahead.
Whatever.
Okay, let's switch the topic. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's fair. Why would it? Why?
I don't
like. I mean, I don't. I mean, okay. So corporate world or not, like, it's not fair. So if it's just not fair. I mean, so. I mean, there's some women that can throw a shot put further than I can. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well,
But
like, here's my thing. Just very simply, here's my thing. None of us right now, or none of us in high school, would have been allowed to try out for the women's basketball team. Yes or no?
no, but that's not now.
Right. But I'm saying, why would we have not been allowed to, other than the fact that we aren't women? They would have said. No, they would have said.
it's not fair to the
It's
women.
not you're a guy. You're playing against women.
Well, that
There's
was
unfair
before.
advantage.
That was before everybody was so
Politically correct.
weak or like just not really
Not accepting.
Yeah,
I'll be honest with you. I don't think what we're saying right now is.
I'm not trying to be rude. I just think
I
like
think it's the truth.
okay, so
Blake Robinson is on this podcast.
How tall
and
are
he
you?
Definitely agrees with all the views and points made so far.
Blake hasn't said anything.
Hegs no.
Go ahead.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'2".
Who's the tallest in the room right now?
Battle.
Okay. You know, how much do you weigh?
250.
Okay. So at 6'2", 250. I mean, like if you were I don't know. It's just like there's like
Bro, if we all had daughters right now, and our daughters are on the basketball team, and there was a guy on the basketball team, we would be like, okay.
that's I'm gonna be like that's some bullshit.
Yeah, like we will all have an issue with it, and we will all voice our opinion. We would, bro. We would. And there's reasons for that. No, I'm not talking to nobody that's not on microphone and off camera.
3 and 4 year olds where they all play.
The crazy thing is this.
The thing is, this is very much going to be the world that your daughters grow up in. So you have to get used to it, to be honest.
No,
because that's pretty much what's.
Bro, they already said.
Then she's gonna play golf.
Yeah, they already said at the White
Something
House that
non-athletic.
they already said at the White House that they're seriously looking into that because there's been so many women that have come out and said it's unfair. I don't know why y'all acting so scary for it. The women
there
don't
was
want
this
it
like
either.
6'9", 250-pound transgender.
LeBron can't put on no wig and go to the WNBA. Stop.
If he classified himself as
And
a woman, he could.
And the world would go crazy. The world would go crazy if he did that. Come on now.
Well,
Let's
that's
just
the
be
only way to
real.
make it obvious to people. But like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
put in, you know, some big dude into a woman's sport and be like, well, I mean, he's a woman. So what do you? I mean, she's a woman.
There was
Whatever.
Like I said, there was a transgender man that played basketball overseas.
Jamal, I see your facial expressions and I feel you. That's why I'm not on screen.
Then go home. Go ahead, Jason.
No, so growing up, we had a girl that she wrestled.
Yeah.
So and there wasn't like women's wrestling in high school
Right.
or junior high. So she wrestled the boys. I mean, she didn't win ever, but they let her wrestle with the boys.
Yeah.
But if there was a women's league or whatever, wrestling group or whatever, I'm sure they weren't going to let a boy wrestle the girls.
It would not. They
But
wouldn't.
but just like that, I mean, that same girl played football too.
Yeah. Sounds like she's pretty hardcore.
I mean, she may or may not be classified right now as a man.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe
Saw that coming.
maybe that's what she wanted to do.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
You know, I just, and we can get off it. I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
no, we're done.
I think
I'm done.
the reality of it is that this is what I'm saying here.
There's a Paralympics. There can be a transgender Olympics.
Right.
Come on, man. Come on now. I mean, can we be real about that? This is all I'm saying. There's so many. The world is changing at a fast pace. Okay, and you know the big thing right now is
What are you writing over there, Jamal?
the big thing right now is equality. Okay,
Taking notes.
hear me
No,
out.
he's about to put a sign up.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Hey, keep sweating. Bobby Brown about to do a versus.
Yeah, okay. Well, Bobby Brown did a lot of messed up stuff that we don't promote on this show. So, yeah. So, what I'm saying is that the world is moving. The world is moving at a very fast pace. Okay, at a very fast pace. All right, and I think that as long as you can have an opinion that's not offensive or, you know, rude or whatever, I feel as though you should be able to have thoughts and notions and concerns.
It is offensive or rude to the people that are the people that we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the downfall to it is we might agree on it, but the people that are in that situation, the men that want to be a woman or whatever that want.
So let me ask you a question: do you
they're the ones that are going to take offense to it?
Do you think the guy that won the powerlifting record in women's weightlifting, do you think he knows he has an advantage?
I think he knows.
Okay, so it can't be rude if he knows he has an advantage because of his biological.
But if he
genetics.
thinks it's rude, then it's rude.
There's a lot of things that we can't just think. Though.
But I'm just saying. But this is yeah, okay. Well, I think I'm a woman.
Well,
I should be able to go into the women's locker room.
and see, that's a whole nother conversation, because, you know, that's a whole nother conversation. But I'm just saying.
Thank you.
Thank you.
you.
Okay, yeah,
Thank
no.
you.
Next,
That's all,
next topic.
folks.
Next topic.
Yeah, next topic, and it's on Jamal, Blake, or Shelton to bring it up. Next. And me and Battle sit here and wait. Next.
Well, you know Bobby Brown.
Next. Next. Next.
There you go.
Why do you guys think ignorancy is such a problem in America?
Because of people like you.
You're the problem.
Yeah, you're the problem.
Your name's
Right.
the problem.
It's a kid's show, and you're sitting there with a shirt that says freak on it. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, join the club. Shelton's got a Mickey shirt on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're grown as heck.
Yeah.
Sean got a Jeezy the Snowman that he bought off eBay.
No, I don't.
It's just shaped like Mickey because they got the snowman.
Man, shut up, man.
They got the snowman wrong.
Yeah, okay.
It was a bootleg shirt. They fucked it up. So
But no, we talked about earlier. You were talking about how you don't pay for women's food or something like that.
Would you ever phrase it like that?
That was not what he said.
What
not
did you
what-
say?
Hey, wait,
He said it all.
did anybody comment on Christina's comment that she had?
I acknowledged it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it
Yeah,
was.
I mean,
Processed.
She
Okay.
said it's not fair, and I feel like her point is what we've been saying. Like that's valid. That's a woman saying that it's not fair.
Well, the only thing. I mean, whatever. Anyway, we're on to the next one.
Wrap it up.
Thank you, Jamal.
Jamal, you should have.
All right, so Matt doesn't pay for
Oh, God,
women's
these
dates,
kids
women
about it.
food. Is it that what we're saying?
It was
Matt?
something like
That's
that.
not what we said.
That's-
Well, elaborate what you were
That's
trying
not
to
what we said.
Now you
But
see how
me
you
and-
spun that?
Elaborate
Now,
what
see how
you're
you
trying
spun that?
Okay, there's some
Now-
things
now
I
you-
can spin.
That sounds like what my HR department's gonna do.
Thank you.
Yeah. Listen, buddy, I gotta tell you, there were parting ways with you anyway. So let's not. Anyway, no. What we were saying was, what Jamal was saying was that we both share this irritation that whenever you make plans to get together with a young lady, a lot of times there are some that will be very bold in saying things like, is there going to be food involved?
Demanding food.
Or they'll demand food, or they'll demand a meal. And this is my thing. I'm a very chivalrous gentleman. I'm going to pay for you to get something to eat or whatever the case may be anyway. I think you asking or demanding it kind of puts me off a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, I just think, like, I don't like when
they expect.
when there's an expectation that is then voiced. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially if we're not at a level where
You're banging her.
we're together. Like, we're boy. You know what I mean?
Oh, sorry, America. Sorry for that comment.
I don't-
Sorry for that comment, America.
I didn't know. I mean, I was.
Yeah. I'm saying, especially when you're not at a level where you're together.
I'm a child of God.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? So that's what I was saying. Go ahead, Jamal.
This man, Jason.
I see, but if I was in that part, I would pay for her food. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I guess,
See, now-
We're not saying that we
so here-
wouldn't
I-
pay
I
for
guess
the
here's
food.
where
It's
the-
just
None of us
the
said we wouldn't
miscommunication
pay
is.
for it.
We're not saying that I don't mind paying.
I
food.
definitely
That's
would.
not what I'm saying.
we know you.
we know you would. You do it for free.
Go ahead.
Who you talking
Sheldon.
about?
Talking to Sheldon, bro. Talking to Sheldon.
Oh, I'm finna say, hold on now.
I know you. I know your resume. I know what you know what I'm saying?
Come on now. Let's just
Like,
Okay, let's get to the point.
not tonight.
Let's
Please
get
leave me alone.
to the point.
No, we should. No, yeah. No, it's good. Go ahead, Jamal. Go ahead.
Listen,
Listen.
I'm sitting here trying to defend you anyway, man.
That wasn't me, man. That was
What?
Blake. Go
What you
ahead.
mean? I didn't. That was Sheldon.
Go ahead.
Not me.
Go ahead.
Bro, y'all, you can't keep saying go ahead, then I hear y'all talking.
Yeah, we hear you,
Anyway.
but go ahead.
Go
All
ahead.
I'm
Go ahead.
All right,
All
go
I
ahead,
was
Jamal.
saying is that Matt is not saying that he doesn't, like, he's not going to pay for her food or anything. I think it's more so of the expectation. It's like, man, if I want to, kick it, get to know you, like, I could just say, like, like, let's meet at this park, hang out or something like that. And you're saying, well, is it going to be food there? It's like, well, damn. Like, do you
Yeah,
want to
you
get to know
gonna
me or you
spend
just
money
looking
on
for a
me?
free meal?
Yeah, I don't like that.
I mean,
Well, maybe she wanted to smash her face before she came and hang out with you. Then
you got
All right,
you
listen,
really
somebody
loose with
turn
these
his
verbs.
mic
Yeah, turn his mic off.
I know he the producer, but somebody go reach out.
Turn your mic off.
it's just been a long time
So
since
I
I've
guess
been on
I
the
guess
microphone.
my thing is this though, bro. I guess it's all about who's pursuing who, right? Like if some girl hits you up like you trying to go do something and then expects you to pay,
No.
right?
No.
No, probably not. But if you pursuing her, that's the food might just be the cost of entry. You know what I'm saying? Like
We don't have an issue with the food being a cost of entry.
Yeah,
We're
but that's
saying don't.
prostitution.
What?
We're saying
I'm not talking.
The cost of
entry
entry.
as in like dating her. What?
No, we're saying.
What
yeah,
did
you guys are getting way
Yeah,
worse on our
bro, like,
transgender
come on,
conversation.
man.
So
Right,
let's
come on.
dial it back in.
Yeah.
HR gonna be on.
Yeah, you worried about the other conversation. You talking about the stuff you're talking about now, freak. So this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
That's why the shorty you talking to watching this.
This is what I'm saying. If we make plans, hey, you want to get together this weekend, oh yeah, sure, let's do that. You kind of, whatever. I'm thinking about going to the mall, getting some stuff, whatever. And they say something like, well, is food involved? That to me is a turn on. To me.
But she just wants to know if she needs to eat before she meets up with you.
No.
That's
Yeah, there
like
you go. There you
That's-
go.
Jason,
No,
that's not what it is. And
That's not what
this is from a real situation.
This is I will not say which one of us, and I will not say when this happened, but this is a real scenario where it wasn't where I could eat before I get there. It was definitely
I'm not
there's
coming
some
unless
food
you-
There was
involved, I'm not
insinuating like that she wanted you to feed her or wanted
coming.
that
If there's
person
not a meal
to feed
involved,
her.
I have no interest in coming.
I got you.
Or I don't know if she has no interest, but she gonna look at you some type of way.
She just
You
trying
can
to
tell her
see
to
if
stay
you
her ass
capable of
home, then.
providing.
Right, she just trying to eat, man.
Sheldon, just
went to
because you
Applebee's.
take
Shorty,
Sheldon,
hey, y'all want some food out there? Hey, shoot, I see
Y'all
McDonald's and
We know.
McDonald's.
Burger King and
listen, Sheldon,
PlayStation.
Olive Garden.
PS5s, you know.
TV.
Sheldon-
You want a hot and
Hey.
ready pizza? Okay, I get you one.
If you smile at Sheldon, he'll take you to Ruth Chris, lady.
Okay. Yeah.
Sheldon's paying people's student loans. So I don't. He's on the whole extreme end of the spectrum with
That's
that.
a lie, America.
Yeah.
That's a
No,
lie.
it's
Sheldon's
not.
the
You're saying
IRS.
America
That
like
nigga
you
for
Bernie
giving more
Mac.
loans to Biden.
Hey, I'm a nice guy. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, hey, nice guys always finish off where they started. Didn't Drake say that? Nice guys always finish off where they started.
Something like that.
Oh man, y'all funny, bro.
Yeah, so that's all I'm saying.
Christina said, "Where do women do that at?"
Yeah, I don't know.
Where do women?
Wait,
do
go
Do
out
what
with
do that?
Sheldon?
Oh,
Where do women do that?
I think all of
Flint?
us. I think all of us have.
Graham Blake?
Like everywhere?
I think all of us have been in a situation where a girl has asked for food before you get to the point where you're like together. I think we've all been in that situation. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And I just think that I'm saying that I don't necessarily like for you to. I don't like for you to voice that you want me to pay for your food. I guess in a roundabout way is what I'm saying.
I don't think I've ever been in that situation
Oh.
unless I was dating the girl. Like we might have agreed to go get food
That's different.
before we're dating. Like, hey, you want to meet up and we'll go have something to eat or whatever. you know?
mean,
but like,
If
yeah,
you,
but what
if you,
me
so
and
Jason,
Matt are saying is like if I hit you up like, hey, what are you doing tonight? It's like, oh yeah, I'm blase. Like, oh, well, cool. Do you want to kick it tonight? And her response is there food involved?
So here's my thing.
oh well, yeah, no, that I mean that setup for sure.
So here's my thing.
Donnell
that's
said,
what
"Get her
we're saying.
food."
well, you know,
Donnell Jones?
Donnell's right there.
I know. I'm saying. Well, Donnell is wrong. Can't be right there.
Donnell
now.
Jones said, get her food.
Donnell's capping. Anyway,
Donnell wouldn't get her food.
so here's the thing.
I'll get you some rallies.
Here's the thing. Yeah, exactly. You
some rallies.
capping.
I'm just kidding.
You ain't gotta lie.
Somebody from
You can. This is not your podcast. You can lie here.
yeah, we have somebody from one of the podcasts after ours, which is I think it's a show about special needs and podcasts or something like that. I forgot the
bro,
name.
I'm holler
Blake's on that one.
No,
Too.
no, Blake's the one that runs it, but he's not. Just kidding.
Don't touch me. Anyway, so here's my thing. Here's my thing, bro. So if
10 minutes.
if a girl says, you know, I'm gonna play, cause like I feel y'all, right? But if the girl, it's really just a case of if the girl is attractive enough to you, right? Because if that girl is worth it to you, you're gonna pay for that food.
That ain't true.
And you're not gonna think, no, that is true. That is true. Because if Rihanna hits you up tomorrow and was like, the cost of entry is taking me to dinner, then you're gonna be like,
Stop saying that.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Stop using that. I don't like that.
okay, well, you
cost
know
of
what?
entry
As you
sounds
just said,
very-
with freak on
Yeah,
your
okay.
shirt.
In order to get in,
My bad. I'm not saying it in that certain. So anyway, so in order to take me on a date, right? You gotta gotta feed me, right? Like Rihanna says that y'all doing.
So you saying Paul Platten? If she says she wanted, you
Yeah,
give her some
exactly,
food, you
bro.
gonna do it?
No,
Ruth
Right,
Chris.
but me and
You
Matt,
stop lying. Stop.
Let me finish.
Stop.
Let me
Stop.
finish. If Paula Patton said that, I'd think to myself, I made it this far without her. What's another?
No.
What's another forever?
Okay. All right.
and then
Right.
your ass gonna be calling tomorrow.
No, but listen, listen.
Right.
A woman like Paula Patton, Rihanna, they're not gonna do that.
yeah, but what if they
What
did?
they did though.
I'd be thrown off.
Well,
like,
okay,
like
so-
you're Rihanna. Why the heck are you asking a
So-
civilian for food?
In this, okay, so in this hypothetical
Going back to St.
situation,
Thomas,
Yeah,
man.
what the heck?
in this hypothetical situation that you guys are talking about,
Sure.
Yeah.
that person, let's say, are they attractive or are they not attractive?
That's what I'm saying, bro. If the woman's attractive enough to you, you're going to do that.
If she's
You're
not
gonna think
attractive,
twice
I'm gonna
about
be
it.
like,
you're only gonna
nah,
think twice
I got-
about it if
I got
you were
something
kind of
else to
iffy
do.
on the girl to start with.
I agree with that, but I'm just
No, hey,
saying.
bro.
I'm
It's
saying
gonna
there's a.
it's gonna change the way I want to move after.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
I'm
it's
saying,
not.
Stop. That's not, I hate when niggas. I hate when people tell you what you think.
No.
No, this is what I want to say though. I think that there's in my experience, this hasn't happened to me a lot, but in my experience, I've never had a woman that was, high caliber like that ask me for food ever. I really haven't.
Well,
Your ex.
yeah. Well, so Antonique, is that who that is?
Yeah.
Said most women who are really interested in getting to know you won't say, "I'm only coming if there's food."
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Big, lovely, and that's all we trying to say.
That's our
There we
point.
go.
That's our point.
That's all we trying to say.
That's our point.
Wait.
So yeah,
I
so
thought
that's
it was if they ask you if it's going to be food.
Well, I mean, because
I
it basically,
think we-
I'm only
we
coming.
just-
Because it makes it
That's-
seem like you're just in this for the meal. Like
yeah.
you're trying to see what you can get out of me instead of actually trying to get to know me.
Yep,
That's what we're saying.
I feel that.
she can keep her ass at home. Next,
2 times.
2 times.
Hot pockets.
Right, exactly.
It's the
maybe she needs a lean pocket.
A bag of pizza rolls.
a bag of pizza.
It ain't delivery. It's the
Let's
struggle.
let's get one last thing in here.
Yeah, we got 5 minutes.
Let's get one last thing in here before our landlord kicks us off for the next show to be late.
Before we get our
let's
paper.
Let's get one last one in here. I guess favorite moment of season 1.
Ooh.
Favorite moment of season 1.
Shelton's meltdown.
Oh my.
Yeah, I'm about to say that.
Shelton's meltdown. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Are you okay?
I think
I had a
okay,
moment.
Did
His
the girl
chain-
text you back, by the way?
I had a moment there.
His chain's weighing him down right now. That's why he
Yeah, when
says
she text you back.
Chain.
his rope.
No.
Funny, Jason. Funny. Shit.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway, I think that was a good moment. I think we had a couple episodes where we were going back and forth with the comment section, and I thought those were really good episodes. But we've had a lot.
Do we have like 18 episodes?
Something like that.
I don't know.
20, I feel.
30.
You know, 30.
We've been doing
Yeah,
this
no,
for
damn,
6
30.
months. I mean, it's
It's not 30.
It's not
it's
30.
6 months.
There's been like 6 off.
You may
Off
have
weeks.
done 30.
No damn ESPN.
But yeah, that was good. Anytime we've had relationship episodes, those are really good moments. Season 1 was fun.
Oh, when Matt's brother's girl and Matt was gonna
Yeah, that was funny too.
go.
Bro, that's why, man. That's not a.
That was good.
That was fun.
That was
was
your
funny.
favorite moment.
That was funny.
Yeah.
That's not my favorite moment. That was funny.
I'm glad that you laughed at my pain.
Huh? What'd you
Harrison
say?
household was in shambles for a week. That's your favorite moment.
I mean, Sheldon was in shambles for a week after.
Shelton's still in shambles.
I
Nigga,
am
that's
not
gonna
still in
change.
shambles. I am not.
I think what was funny when we talked
Right,
about on
you-
air.
yeah, you say
when
your
When you
affirmations.
sat in the car for 3 hours.
We never talked about
Talk
that.
about that on
Nick-
air.
Oh,
never talk-
waiting for a girl.
I thought,
Oh my god.
I thought we talked about that on air.
Yeah,
No,
I think
we
we did talk
Yes,
about
we
that
did.
on air.
Yeah,
we did
No,
now.
we did not.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we
Now.
did before now. Yeah, we
He
did.
drove like an hour and then sat there
Oh.
for 3
Hey,
hours.
Listen, man,
Yeah,
these
on
dudes,
air we
man,
talked about that.
They like family now, Sheldon. They know everything about
That's
you.
what I'm saying. They know you scamming.
Oh.
They know actually.
Nah, that was the best moment.
Yeah,
That
after the best moment, you apologize.
was the best moment. That was the best moment.
That was
Said,
not
if
the
you or a loved one have been
Hey.
affected by my Facebook,
You know what's crazy?
you may be entitled to compensation.
The best moments just happened to be when
Mesothelioma.
When I was
If you
here.
or a loved one have
When
been
I was
exposed
here.
to
Right,
mesothelioma.
and that's why we gonna be on your neck season 2.
Oh, season 2 on fire
Oh, when
back.
yeah.
Fire
yeah.
back. Pow pow.
Yeah,
We have,
fire
we
back
have
with your
a
lawyer.
scammer on.
Get your affairs in order before season
Shut up.
2.
How to scam? We gonna have that's gonna be an episode.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Are you why we haven't gotten paid yet? This is crazy. That's
No,
why
no, no.
He's
Low
in
key,
ba-
we are getting paid. It just keeps going to his bank account.
It's he's embezzling it.
My
I
damn
am
direct
not.
deposit missing
Hey.
some zeros, nigga.
They paid for this chain.
So yeah,
right.
no, I've been Venmoing the. It's just end of regulation podcast Venmo. I thought you set that
All
up.
right.
At hotmail.com, huh?
All right.
Yeah,
Eric.
it's yeah.
If I'm the only one here on season 2.
No, it's at live.com. It's his Xbox
Oh, hell
Live
yeah.
email address.
I thought the best part of the best moment of the season was when Gabe was on the show.
All right.
All right.
My favorite episodes were the first 3 where Tucker was on them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We got a new Aunt Viv.
Y'all not. Y'all not right at all. Y'all
And the Regulation Podcast, everybody. Please sign
Is
off.
Aunt Viv a little bit lighter this year?
Please sign off, dog.
Hey, so yeah, we're gonna be off for a couple weeks.
We need it because this.
We're gonna come
we
back.
need it 'cause of this.
Yeah. So listen to those who have been following, watching, supporting, commenting. We appreciate, you, and
for real.
we're looking forward to coming back
Season 2.
with a much better, much stronger, much more concise.
And with a better cast.
Yeah.
Half y'all not coming back.
Better cast, better
Some of y'all don't know this y'all last episode.
Letters were
Jamal on a
already
10-day.
the letters were already sent out. So a show of hands, who got your letter? Well, Sheldon, I know you're lying.
You a damn lie.
I didn't send shit. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I mean, yeah.
Season 1 was good.
It was.
Season 1 was good, and we're looking forward to much better.
Tables.
Yeah, I
Tablecloths.
just want a tablecloth. Can I offer this? Can I offer this up?
I took it off.
Can I offer this up? And this is for everybody who's even on a part of Whiting Entertainment, all of that. If you're gonna smoke weed up here, if you're gonna do all that stuff up here,
Damn, bro.
clean up after yourself. No, it needs to be said.
Damn, bro.
It needs to be said. If you're gonna do all that up here on the thing, clean up after yourself. That's all we're asking for.
Got dad fire sound.
That's all we're asking for. That's all we're asking for.
Well,
That's
Jason
fair.
ain't asked for nothing. You just outed his whole career.
Right.
He trying to
That's part of the
Jason ain't asked for
Sheesh.
nothing.
He trying to go to war with the other podcast.
Right.
I mean, we're the best podcast on here. Y'all should feel the same way.
I mean, I feel like there's some truth to that.
Thank you. See? And he run it. He's Jerry Krause.
We'll be back.
Jerry said the Bulls are the
everybody.
best. But you coming.
Oh, yeah. They so funny.
Hey, Donnell, I got